Melody shows alertness at the start. Then moving up on the outside is Roma Victor. Sweet Melody this time opening the gap by about 2 lengths. Then trying to get closer is Roma Victor. It's still Sweet Melody leading the field over Roma Victor on the outside. Roma Victor on the outside. Sweet Melody is by the rail. Sweet Melody by the rail. Roma Victor on the outside and down the wire. It's a tight photo.
Second, this Epitheory. But now Epitheory leading the way, followed by Royal Symbol. Royal Symbol trying to get closer to Epitheory. As they race at the last 200 meters, is still Epitheory leading the way, followed by Royal Symbol. Royal Symbol keep on hugging in seconds. Epitheory moving on the inside, Royal Symbol on the outside, Epitheory, Royal Symbol, and finally Royal Symbol over Epitheory.
The inside is Indian Pero. Delivered Indian Pero moving up down on the inside. It's still delivered by 3/4 of a length over Indian Pero down on the inside moving up. It's Delivered and Indian Pero matching their strides together as they race at the last 200. It's still Delivered, Indian Pero down on the inside moving up Delivered. And finally Delivered over Indian Pero.
But now these two keep on fighting it out for the lead. Nayadip moving on the outside, Survivor by the rail. And again, as they race the last 200 meters, Survivor leading the way, followed by Nayadip. But again, these two keep on matching their strides together. Nayadip moving on the outside, Survivor by the rail, Nayadip, and Nayadip move coming from behind, and finally Nayadip over Survivor.
Down on the inside, moving up to grab the lead. Principessa down on the inside. Mystical Magician alongside now almost as one as they race at the 300 meters and working to the final 200 meters pole. Two runners keep on matching their strides together. Principessa by the rail, Mystical Magician on the outside and down the stretch and leading the finish line. It's going to be Mystical Magician over Principessa.
Right behind is second, this Tudor Crown. But these two keep on fighting it out for the lead. Good Day leading the way, followed by Tudor Crown. Good Day maintaining the lead over Tudor Crown as they race the last 200 meters. Tudor Crown trying to get closer and now leading the way, followed by Good Day. Tudor Crown on the inside, Good Day on the outside, Tudor Crown, and finally Tudor Crown over Good Day.
Then moving up on the outside, Country Sultan. Country Sultan coming from behind, pressing up on the outside. Sergeant Romeo is by the rail. Sergeant Romeo by the rail. Country Sultan on the outside keep on matching their strides together as they race towards the 200 meters pole. It's Country Sultan takes up the running from the outside by a long neck, fighting back down on the inside. Sergeant Romeo and down the wire. It's going to be Country Sultan.
Trying to get closer to Trustful, but it's still Trustful leading the way, followed by Tenerife. As they race the last 200 meters, it's still Trustful leading the way, followed by Tenerife. Tenerife trying to get closer to Trustful. Trustful moving on the inside, Tenerife by on the outside. Trustful by the Tenerife, and at the wire, Trustful over Tenerife. Closer to Mystic Majesty, but it's still Mystic Majesty leading the way over Bald Eagle. Bald Eagle keep on hugging in seconds as they race the last 200 meters. It's still Mystic Majesty drives away, followed by Bald Eagle. Bald Eagle tries to get closer to Mystic Majesty. Moving on the inside is Mystic Majesty, and it's obviously Mystic Majesty over Bald Eagle. On the inside is still Superlative leading the field over Fate. Superlative maintaining the lead, and now Fate trying to get closer as they race at the last 200 meters is to keep on fighting it out for the lead. Superlative moving on the outside, Fate moving on the inside, and now Fate move coming from behind, and finally it's going to be Superlative over Fate. But now White Label move coming from behind to take a lead over Palomino. Palomino rushing upon on the inside, trying to get closer to White Label as they race at the last 200 meters. These two keep on fighting it out for the lead. Palomino moving on the inside, White Label on the outside, and now White Label, Palomino, White Label, and finally it's going to be White Label. Match point leading the way, followed by Noble Victory. Noble Victory trying to get closer to match point, but it's still match point leading the field over Noble Victory as they race at the last 200 meters. Match point moving on the outside, Noble Victory on the inside. Noble Victory move coming from behind to take a lead over match point, and finally it's going to be match point over Noble Victory.
It's now Dark Desire on the outside and Countess by Darella. Two entries matching their stripe together in front position. It's Countess and Dark Desire on the outside. It's now Dark Desire by half a length over Countess by Darella. Last 100 meters, it's still Dark Desire and Countess by Darella. It's still Dark Desire, and finally, it's going to be Dark Desire followed by
Yardley, Silver Phantom enjoying a length and a half lead. Lady Yardley now pressing upon the outside and doing all out to get closer, but it's Silver Phantom maintaining a length and a half lead, and here comes Lady Yardley trying to get closer, and down the stretch they go. It's still Silver Phantom with an outstanding performance over Lady Yardley, and finally Silver Phantom. Lady
Gale by half a length and Edgar by Darella. Last 200 meters, it's still Nightingale and Edgar on the outside. It's now Nightingale and Edgar by Darella. It's Nightingale and Edgar. It's Nightingale. Last 75 meters, Nightingale increasing the lead by 3 lengths now. And finally, it's going to be Nightingale followed by Edgar.
Eta takes up the running by Darrell. Graceful is on the outside as they race at the last 200. We have two runners matching their strides together. Running by Darrell, Violetta. Graceful is on the outside. Graceful running on the outside. Violetta is by Darrell. We have Violetta by Darrell. Graceful on the outside, and down the stretch they go. Graceful, Violetta, Graceful, but Graceful doing the better over Violetta and winning the race.
Dark Shadow by Darella. It's still Dark Shadow and Virginia by Darella. It's now Dark Shadow by half a length and Virginia on the outside. It's still Dark Shadow by Darrell and Virginia, like a house on fire, now moves up to grab the lead. It's now Virginia and Dark Shadow by Darrell. It's Virginia and Dark Shadow, and finally it's going to be Virginia and Dark Shadow.
Madam Gay being thrown up the challenge on the outside as they race at the last 300. It's Madam Gay from the outside. Thunderbolt is by the rail. We have Thunderbolt running by the rail. Madam Gay on the outside. Madam Gay running on the outside. Thunderbolt by the rail, and down the stretch they go. It's still Thunderbolt. Madam Gay giving the final burst of energy on the outside. Thunderbolt, Madam Gay, and at the wire it's a close finish.
by Darrell and My Grandeur on the outside. It's still Real Story maintaining a 2 lengths lead. My Grandeur on the outside, it's still My Grandeur and Real Story increasing the lead by 3 lengths now. It's still Real Story by 4 lengths now and My Grandeur trying to get closer. But it's still Real Story increasing the lead by 5 lengths now. And finally, it's Real Story and My Grandeur. The leader, Olivia on the outside, Dark Trooper by Darrella. It's now Olivia by half a length, Dark Trooper by Darrella. Last 200 meters, it's Dark Trooper and Olivia matching their stripe together in front position. It's Olivia and Dark Trooper by Darrella. It's still Olivia, Dark Trooper, Olivia, Dark Trooper, Dark Trooper, Olivia, and finally, it's going to be a close finish.
That is Chaplin. We have Ingrid leading the field. Chaplin now rushing upon the outside and about to throw the challenge. Passing the 200 meters pole, it's still Ingrid leading the field. Chaplin moving up now on the outside. It's still Ingrid Chaplin on the outside. Ingrid Chaplin trying to make a bit on the outside. It's still Ingrid and Chaplin on the outside. Down the wire, it's going to be close.
It's still Mysterious enjoying a 4 lengths lead. Gypsy Girl trying to get closer. It's still Mysterious increasing the lead for 5 lengths and Gypsy Girl on the outside. It's still Mysterious and Gypsy Girl on the outside. It's Mysterious, Gypsy Girl coming from behind. It's still Mysterious, Gypsy Girl on the outside, but it's still Mysterious, and finally it's going to be Mysterious. Here by Darrell, and on the outside is Moonbella. 2 entries fighting out for the lead. It's still High Gear and Moonbell throwing a challenge on the outside. It's still High Gear and Moonbell on the outside. It's still High Gear and Moonbell coming from behind. It's still High Gear, Moonbell on the outside. It's High Gear and Moonbell on the outside. It's still High Gear and Moonbell, and finally it's going